What's up, YouTube? This is True Raw for TV. So I'm going to put a link to this article in the pinned comment in the comment section below, right? And I want to put this article up here because I want to show this as an overall pattern that we see with agendas and some of these bull crap narratives that we see in sports media today, right? So in this article, James Harden is talking about how he realizes that the one thing that he lacks on his resume is a championship, right? And he's saying how Dwayne Wade's 3 championships are preventing him from being higher on the all-time list. Now, this is what I have a problem with off the bat. When it comes to shooting guards, right? The general consensus is that the greatest shooting guard is Michael Jordan. We don't have to argue about that, debate it. That's the general consensus, right? Probably nearly 100%. You have a few Kobe fans that think he's greater, but generally it's Mike. Number 2 on that list is Kobe Bryant, right? That's generally not disputed. That's the consensus. Now, number 3, I would say lately has been Dwayne Wade. Although I could make an argument for Jerry West, but let's just say for shits and giggles, we put Dwayne Wade number 3. Now, a lot of us have fallen out of favor with Dwayne Wade when it comes to his personal shit, but if we just keep it basketball, Wade is kind of seen as number 3, right? Basically on the strength of the 3 championships and that incredible finals performance he had in 2006. So what this article is insinuating is that James Harden is chasing Wade. So my question is, who determined that Harden passed Allen Iverson? Who determined that he passed Jerry West, Clyde Drexler, George Gervin? Who made these determinations? Because he put up a lot of great stats. Now, yes, the MVP award helps him. Most definitely. The MVP award helps him. And as much as I hate to admit it, definitely James Harden is a top 10 all-time shooting guard. Where I would put him at, based upon his longevity and the strength of the MVP award, and you can make an argument, maybe he should have won in 2017 over Westbrook, whatever. But the strength of the MVP award, I put him top 7, maybe. I put him top 7. But right behind Wade, now we never determined that shit. We have never determined that. Because as great as his regular season achievements are, statistically, what has he accomplished in the regular season? The only time James Harden appeared in the NBA Finals is when he was playing with 2 other Hall of Famers. As a leader, he's never won a championship. He's never even been to a finals, actually, let alone winning a championship as the leader of a team. He's a quitter, and he's an underachiever. And these things should cut into his accomplishments. Now, a lot of people, they get tired of Jerry West, whatever. The fact remains, though, that Jerry West was the premier clutch performer, along with Sam Jones. They were the 2 top clutch performers of the 1960s and West into the early 1970s. That can't be taken away from him. He was an all-star game MVP, all right? Jerry West was a scoring champion. Now, he never won league MVP, but at the same time, this is a guy that was competing in a league that was dominated by the likes of Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain and Oscar Robertson. So, I'll say this. Jerry West has a championship. Harden has none. West he went to 9 NBA finals. Harden only won, and that was really off the strength of the team he was on rather than his input. So I can't put him ahead, me personally, I can't put James Harden ahead of Michael Jordan, obviously, Kobe, obviously, Wade, obviously, Drexler. I can't put him ahead of Jerry West, and I can't put him ahead of Allen Iverson. And to be honest with you, if you include the ABA, I can't put him ahead of George Gervin. Even with that MVP award. And it's funny, people on social media and YouTube will look at it like, you're dissing James Harden for some reason. Like, for some reason, we're dissing him if we don't put him in a certain appropriate level. Because James Harden plays today, he just automatically get the leapfrog players in the past because they're infinitely less qualified because we say so. Fuck out of here. It don't work like that with me, man. So at the end of the day, you have to equate what they did or do or more so. And to me, he hasn't met the test. And he did have some teams. No matter what James Harden wants to say or claim, that his teams weren't really that good, man, you played with Dwight Howard, who's going to be in the Hall of Fame. You played with Chris Paul, who's going to be in the Hall of Fame. You played with Russell Westbrook, who's going to be in the Hall of Fame. You're currently playing with Joel Embiid, who, the way they've lowered the bar with the Hall of Fame status, more than likely going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. All right? You played with Kyrie Irving, who's going to be in the Hall of Fame. You played with Kevin Durant, who's going to be in the Hall of Fame. And you played with Carmelo Anthony, who's going to be in the Hall of Fame. So you play with a lot of guys, and you have nothing to show for it. Like we get on Russell Westbrook, fine. A lot of us don't even consider Russ top 50. But how is this motherfucker all of a sudden a potential third greatest shooting guard? Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Even the late great Kobe Bryant said that the way James Harden plays basketball is not conducive to winning championships. But the media keeps selling this bullshit illusion. Even this motherfucker even referred to himself as the greatest scorer ever in a commercial and got no pushback for that shit. None. So, at the end of the day, I see the tricks, man. I see the bullshit. But tell me what you guys think.